There we go. We're live. This will be part 3 of our 3018 CNC build, and hopefully we don't have any of the PC problems we had in the first installment. I think we should be good. I think we're in good shape. So this is where we are at with the CNC itself. This is where we left off yesterday. I left off at a pretty good place. We have the bed installed, and I just undid the lead screw because in the middle of the night something occurred to me. At the end of the last show we were working on getting everything parallel and running smooth, and I succeeded in getting it running smooth, but there was just a little bit of binding towards this end, very almost imperceptible, but I could pick it up. And I thought when I was streaming, I was thinking for some reason there'd be a bend in the smooth rods, but I don't think that's the case. I think actually what happened is our drive motor, our stepper is canted just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and fix that by spinning this around and loosen this off, and we'll see if I'm right. If I'm right, when we loosen this, oh yeah, I should tell people I'm here. Alexa, trigger live show.
Sending live to you.
Yay. Oof, don't wreck my new circuit board. We should be, if we loosen this off and allow it to slide side to side just a little bit, we'll reassemble our coupler on the end, and we should be in good shape. So every bit of binding we can remove is more speed and reliability we can get out of it in the long run, because when we go to tune this later, we're going to be setting it up for maximum travel with the axes, and any binding is going to be a problem. We'll try and avoid that at all costs. Hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how we make out here. It's super smooth right now, so I don't anticipate a problem. I'm just going to put gloves on because I got the damn swash plate grease all over the place. Okay, let's run that up until the linear bearings are just up against things. Oh yeah, I have to hold it. Are we at the end of the stroke? We are, but I just found another problem. Okay, that I didn't anticipate. How did I not notice this before? Damn. Linear bearings are different from one end to the other. One had a big set of holes and one had a small set of holes, but I somehow managed. How did I do that? I managed to get them offset. This one needs to be rotated 180, and that one needs to be rotated 180. Hey, how did I miss that? I guess that's what happens when you're streaming. I'm going to put gloves on because I'm sick of having SKF grease all over me. Stinky stuff. And it took forever to get it off my hands last night. We'll see. Damn, that sucks. Damn it. There's no easy way out of this, is there? Just... if the holes were the same size, there would be. I could just move it. Let's double check. I'm pretty sure the holes were two different sizes. Pretty sure. It'd be really convenient if they were the same size. And we could just take one off and move it, which you can't see. There we go. No drop frames. Good. Looks like we're streaming today. Yeah. No bueno. Alright, let's take that right apart. Dang. That sucks. Couldn't have been both on one rod, too. Yeah, we want the maximum amount of travel from end to end, so we want all the bearing. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Did the instructions show it? Don't believe they did. At least I didn't pick up on it. They show it to the outboard, which is what I would have. That's what I just picked to. Outboard, outboard. So maximum travel to the end stop of the bed. So these two are indeed wrong. Dope. That sucks. Let's get you a better angle. There you go. Oh well, such is life. Nobody said I was a professional CNC assembler. That's for sure. Definitely not gonna quit my day job to assemble CNC machines. Such is life. Hopefully our stream is okay. This channel doesn't get a lot of notifications out, so somebody will drop by and let us know in the chat at some point, but we don't get a lot of traffic on the live channel. I was tempted to stream this on the main lab channel, but live videos, YouTube penalizes the channel for it, so best to just keep it on the secondary channel, I do believe. Alright, let's loosen this one. I guess we gotta loosen all four. Basically gotta undo a whole lot of what I spent time getting just right. That's okay, it's no problem to get it just right again. It's not exactly hard. Not too bad. This way. Come on. Hopefully everybody had a nice Christmas. It's getting set for New Year's. I know. I wouldn't mind having a CNC machine for New Year's. That would be fun. To be able to use this a little bit. Oh, nobody's around today. Oh well. Such is life. Alright, now, how can we get the rod out of there without making a mess of everything? This one we want to go this way if we can. Come on. Got it. Turn that bearing around like so. Should do it. Might as well just put everything right back where it was right away before everything goes flying on us. Alright, that's in. Let's start those bolts back in before they go flying too. And then I'm sure these, oh no, these captive nuts are no problem. These T-nuts won't be an issue. We'll just leave that a little loose. And we'll track it a few times as we snug them down so we make sure our linear bearing isn't canted. I had them pretty true yesterday. This was moving super free. So I'm kind of glad I noticed this now before we got any further. Ugh, those bearings sound horrible. Alright, that's down. That's down. I think we can cinch that right down. Let's get you a little better angle yet. Maximum viewing angle. Maybe double check these while we're here. These all should have blue Loctite put on them, but because this thing is so accessible, I'm not going to bother. What I usually do is go around on any machine like this, actually on most things of mine. What I'll do is I'll take white nail polish and put a witness mark on each of the bolts. And then instead of having to check the actual hardware, you just look and see if your witness mark has moved. And then you don't have to put a wrench on anything ever. You can tell everything at a glance whether it's shifted positions or not. Oh, this one doesn't want to budge yet. That's the thing, once they've been clamped in place, they don't want to budge. We can kind of hammer it from the end. That's going to be loud on the microphone. Let's see if we can just push it. Ooh. Jeepers. Something's tight. That one does not want to budge. Let's try spreading things a little bit. That should do it. Really? There she goes. I don't remember it being that snug yesterday, but I guess it was. Okay, flipperoo. Down. Back in. Back. On. Double check. Maximum travel. Maximum travel. Good. That should do. That should do's. Get it out of the way. Get these started before the T-nuts go flying. I think we should be in good shape again. A little backwards, a little forwards, that's alright. I don't have a whole lot of time for streaming today, but we'll get as far as we can. Alright, that's back in. Now we can float things. That end actually didn't matter because the stepper hits before those, so one of two didn't matter. But to have things the same is a better way of doing things. Cheers, Garth. Sorry, yeah, I have a IFTTT notif goes out, it posts to Twitter. Yeah, the YouTube notifications are horrible. There's a @everyone message goes out in our Discord server. So if you join our Discord server, you'll have better luck getting notified. I don't think YouTube's notifying anyone. It doesn't really like these impromptu live streams either, the go live function. I think YouTube prefers you schedule it. And I used to do that, but it's so hard for me to know when I can go live. And it also makes me have to use a different stream key and stuff, and it's a real pain in the butt. Alright. So this should be... I had to go a little backwards today to put things right that I didn't quite have right yesterday. This doesn't seem Right. Oops, sorry. That might have been loud. Seems that we're losing travel here unnecessarily. Oh, because gravity was holding the stepper down. Derp. Aha. See, I was right. This is smooth as a baby's butt now. So what we'll do, my theory was that excuse me, our stepper wasn't in the correct position and was putting a little tiny bit of side load on things. And that's what I was feeling at the back of the travel yesterday. Thought of that at 2 o'clock this morning, and I was right. It's gone now. So let's temporarily get this locked down. That locked down. We can relock this after. Is there a flat on this? Yes. Flat, please. I would like flat right there, and then I can just snug that one right up. Can you see all right? Not real well. Andy's here. Cheers, Andy. How are you? Doing good here. Had to go backwards on the CNC a bit, but we're back moving forward again. There we go. If I get this thing anywhere close to completion on my holiday, I'll be doing way better than I anticipated. Alright, so now we'll move this all the way to the end of the travel and see, do we feel any binding like we did yet? None. None whatsoever. So it was the encoder putting, or the stepper putting side load on things. Now my T-nuts fell out. Alright, we need to get those into position. With the correct Allen key. Can you see? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, come on. Oh, they're going to be just like the other ones, so I'm going to have to get you a better angle. I'll have to go use gravity to our advantage again. We got to give them the little pokeroos here. These T-nuts never want to go where I want them to play. We need the stepper all the way down as low as possible in the slots to clear the bed. Okay, that one finally smartened up. That one didn't. Come on. Turn. Turn. Turned, but not all the way. Turn! Come on. It'll be like that. These things are just a royal wrestling match. There. Okay. In the zone now. Can you see that? Nope, hardly. Okay. Got them both in, but we need to leave it loose enough so we can move the stepper. And we'll just sort of tap it back and forth as we roll our bed back and forth and get it to the free-floating position, and then we'll double check our other end. Have I? No. I don't believe I tightened down the smooth rods again, did I? We gotta do that first before we spend too much time getting everything right, and then it's gonna move a millimeter or two. That would be a waste. Actually, it's not gonna move. These things are really tight. There's that one. Can you see? Got it. Garth's here. Yeah, I don't. My T-handles are all out in the garage and I'm too lazy to go get them. No nice way to say it. I'm just too lazy to go get them. I have a bunch in the drawer here, but these are all Imperial, I think. Are they? Oh no, I do have some metric ones, but it's such a bloody mess. I used to have them in a nice stand-up container, and they it kept falling over all over the place, so I vanquished it to the drawer, which is where things go to die, and I never use them anymore, which is kind of dumb. So I'll use the silly keys instead, which is totally stupid, but that's alright. It's fine. I can't use the T-handles unless I had ball end on some of these anyway, so it's not a big deal. Well, most I could. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's run this down. We'll get our stepper in the right spot. So what I'm doing is I'm just turning the bed, and we'll get this. This should be right smooth all the way to the end now. Yeah, 2 fingers. That took that bind right out of it, and there we are at the end stops with no binding. None. There you go. All the way to the end, no bind. So we'll just get in there and snug them up, and then we'll double check and make sure they didn't cant anything, and that'll be even better. So when we go to calibrate what speeds we can do with our drivers without stalling the steppers, with the power levels and currents that are available on the board, the least amount of binding will allow us to maximize our speed for non-cutting travels, our acceleration and overall speed. So that'll make a faster CNC. It's a very small amount, but every bit counts. Binding is bad no matter what. And that got rid of it, so I'm glad I thought of that at 2 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep. Now we'll go down to the other end and just make sure that we got it nice and clear at the other end. And it's totally free. I'll just get you the best angle I can here. Oh yeah, super smooth all the way to the end. There's just a smidge of bind at the other end. We can tune that out too. We could tune that out too with these guys here. It's just a little bit of bind, and I don't think it could be the smooth rods. Let's try just loosening this just a tiny bit and see if that gets rid of it. Well, it's the smooth rods this time. So me having them loose and then having to tighten them again has changed their position. So let's just loosen those off. It's not bad, it's fine. Like I can drive it to the end with my fingers, but why not take the time and get it perfect, right? That's a little bit better. Might as well take it all the way. Okay, there's end stop. Still just a little smidge. Feels a little tight. Is it fine in the middle? Yeah, it's fine in the middle. Like by tight, I mean not completely. Like, okay, there, that did it. That did it. Let's move it all the way to the end. Now we'll just tighten things. That should get it pretty close to as square as we can get it. When I had to change those pillow blocks on the sled, one may have canted a little bit on the linear bearings. But then we would feel it all the way across the range. And I don't. I only feel it at the end, so I think this end was just a tiny, tiny bit non-linear. Just a little bit of a V inward or outward. This should have it tracked nice and square. And then we'll have to triple check and make sure that we didn't cant all the axes now, but I don't think so. I think the likelihood of that with this extrusion, having them all cant one way or the other, would be pretty much zero. I think we should be pretty square, but that's easy to check after. Should be no problem. Stuff in the garage, basement, second floor. Some tools get duplicated. Yeah, me too. Yeah, nice set of hex bits for the screwdriver. I have a nice set of hex bits for my snap-on ratcheting screwdriver, the same one you see Linus using. I was long before him, but it's in the garage. So I don't often do things with hex bolts here in the house. Like this bench is for electronics. Usually, like something like this, I would normally even assemble out in the garage, but can't stream it out there. All right, there we go. Nice and smooth, totally free. 2 fingers, 2 fingers, all the way across. 2 fingers. Nice. Please don't bind up. Please don't bind up. Please don't bind up. 2 fingers, all the way to the end. 2 fingers, like nothing. That's as free as I can make it. We'll do one more check. We'll do one more check of these bolts. And we're gonna call it. What I'll do is I'll run it for a while. I'll check it for true and make sure that I don't have anything lopsided. And then I'll put witness marks on all these bolts, all these cap head screws. The cool thing is everything's accessible from the top pretty much, except for a few things, and it's such a small CNC, it's no problem to flip it over. All right, one more time to the end. Let's see. What do you think? Think we finally got it? Fingers are getting sore. All the way to the end, all the way to the end, and stop. 2 fingers, no binding. I can't get it any more true than that. That is spifftacular. All right, we'll put it back there. We will go ahead and retighten our chuck that just fell off again. Before that happens again. And then we'll tighten the stepper again in place. These definitely need some blue Loctite. I'll definitely Loctite those after I get everything settled in where I know I'm not going to need it apart again. Some of the, I would do it now, but the problem is if I have to take them apart, these cheap fasteners tend to be soft. I'm not finding that here though. These fasteners are well above what I'd expect. The quality here is significantly better than what I expected. Like, everything here seems wonderful, but usually these grub screws are just complete junk. Not in this case, but I'm not going to take the chance. I'm not going to Loctite them until I'm done. Alright, so that looks canted, but it doesn't matter. It's not. Can you see that? There you go. It is not. The bracket's pretty square. So double check these are tight, and I think we're on to the next pieces, guys. There we go. Okay. I think we can move on, finally. Lovely. Jubbly. Alright, good enough. Good enough. What's next? Pretty sure we need a whole lot of things that go upward here soon, right? the up direction. Ugh, that was a lot. But take the time now, then we don't have to take time later. Alright, here's where we left off. These are all now the right direction. We're showing the 2 upright brackets for the panel I haven't made yet. Wouldn't it be smart to have us make that first? I guess they just sort of skip over that part, because we need this whole frame for the gantry before you can mount it. Well, I guess we build that. I guess we build that. I can't pronounce that name to say hi. Cheers. Alright. Brackets. Brackets. Oh yeah, we're gonna have aluminum filings everywhere again. That's fun. Brackets. 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 Don't need 2 of those quite yet. 2 shorts, 2 longs, and what else? What else do we need? Sorry, you can't see it. Hardware, T-slots, that's it. I think, other than this is gonna make a hell of a mess. Oh, let's see. You guys are a quiet bunch today. Thanks, Andy. Cheers. Andy just became a patron. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Every dollar really makes a difference. I really appreciate that. You put me back over the $40 mark that I get monthly, which is almost covers the fees for Adobe Premiere for my editing software, which is criminally expensive now. $45 US a month now, but it's what works. So and thankfully you awesome people out there are supporting it, so that at least, like, if I had to not know every month where at least my Adobe fees were coming from, let alone the other fees for like TubeBuddy and stuff, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd still be doing YouTube. I really don't. It's like it doesn't pay. But when the people like you awesome people are supporting with just $1 or $2 or $3 or $4, and together it covers, like, it puts my cost at virtually 0 and just lets me do my thing and hang out with you guys. Then it's worth it. So I'm glad. When YouTube starts charging for their service, I'm screwed. But in the meantime, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. You're a cool bunch of guys. And I get to hang out with you and stuff too, and that's just fun. The live shows I should really do more. I miss it a lot. Now that I got this rig set up, I think we'll try and do a few more. Yeah, isn't it crazy, Garth? It's a lot. I used to get it for $29.95 US, and then they hiked the price, and then they hiked the price again. And the cheapest bundle I got is to have a little bit of cloud storage, 100 gig of cloud storage, Adobe Lightroom and Premiere Pro. It's $45. It's split into 2 bills, and it would have even been more if I wouldn't have canceled. I completely canceled my subscription and then went back a month or 2 later. And yeah, it's criminally expensive. Just foolishness, but that's okay. Like I said, you guys are covering it for me, so it's absolutely fine. which is like so awesome. Okay, these go this way. All right. Looks like we got spam bots inbound of some form. Minor. Okay. Now, what size of hardware did they say? There's a whole bag of screws here, but I still have a whole bunch open. Size. M5 by 8. And those ones. M5 by 10. And these corner ones. So I'm guessing these are the 8s. This is the thing with having so long between stuff, I can't remember. That looks like 8 mil. Looks a little, nope. It's 10. Really? Huh. Maybe that's a misprint. M5 by 8, 2 pieces. But I don't have any M5 by 8s anymore. That would be 4 of them required. With no, they show them with no washers. These are all, well, 9 and a bit. Oh, here. It must be these guys. Has to be. There's only 4. It's gotta be. These are the only 4 that are different. Why would they want to be that so short? I don't get it. Whatever. Yeah, sure enough, that's the ones. Okay, so those are the ones for the corner brackets. So everything else is still 10. That keeps pretty standard. That's good. Okay, we'll set those aside. I'm guessing we want washers. Yes. Washers, brackets, and stuff. Get you guys a little better vantage point. Washers through the bracket. T-slot nut. I guess I can lose the gloves now. We're not touching any freaking gloves now. I went to buy a box of gloves at my local Car Quest because I still get a mechanics rate there for all the years I sent them business, and $32 for a box of nitrile gloves, and they're about the same on Amazon. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. COVID pricing sucks. Can't believe it drove the costs of everything through the roof like that. Like, just basic gloves. That sucks. Expensive. Such is life. No, that's fine, Garth. I appreciate you're good, buddy. I thank you for... See, that's cool. Like, you support several YouTubers and, like, you really do make a difference. Like, you don't... I actually don't want anyone paying more than a couple of bucks. Because, like, if what I do is good enough, then lots of people can throw $1 in the hat if they choose to, only if they want to. And if it sucks, well, it's not worth that. And I don't think it should fall on any one people to carry the load, so to speak. Like, I guess I'm just thinking of a perfect world. And I'm not that good at what I do. Like, my videos are nothing special, but I try and make sure, like, I hope you guys get something out of it. And people like you are always around I appreciate you. Definitely don't need to pay any more than you already do. I appreciate every dollar. If everybody threw a buck in the hat, then holy smokes, I could quit my day job. But I don't expect them to. If our fees are covered and YouTube ad money gets a little bit, and for the people who click my the real money is in the affiliate links. For anybody who clicks an Amazon link, like especially before they do their Christmas shopping or something, that really helps. That adds up, and that I put every dime back into the projects. And the like I was saying to you and the others, I used all the money from the store kits, which isn't from like irregular viewers. It's people, it's transient people come through and see my old videos that link to the store kit for the like under the video that of making that device. They buy an item, and I used every penny of that to put it back into more inventory for more kits. But the cool thing is it's not just for kits. That inventory works for everything. They're ESP32s, ESP8266, Wemos D1 minis, all that stuff. And anytime, like, if I'm hard up and don't have the monies for kits or whatever, well, or for parts, I've already got them on the shelf. I just break into that, and we're good to go. And we just carry on and keep making videos on whatever. I got some cool stuff coming. Gloves are on. I don't know whether you heard me say thanks there, Andy. Thank you for your pledge. Didn't know whether you're at your keyboard or not. Thanks very much, buddy. Truly appreciated. Can't say that enough. Yeah, so I was saying I got some cool stuff. Maker Fabs contacted me. They're the ones who sent this kit, this $34 Raspberry Pi Pico kit that had a whole buttload more stuff than that. Like, this thing is a screaming deal, in my opinion. I can't build it for what they're charging. So they reached out again the other day and said, hey, we got a new thing. It was ESP32 display, and I'm like, whatever. I don't do much for reviews for suppliers. I don't like doing it anymore. It's just too much of a hassle, and I always feel beholden to them, which I don't like. And then if I have a bad outcome or whatever, it's never fun. Anyway, I checked out the link, and it's like the who pointed it out to me? One of the people in my Discord. Anyway, it's like the touch deck. It's like Dustin's thing, except different. It's a ESP32 with a 3.5-inch capacitive touch display. Or I think it's different. I don't know much about either. But anyway, it looked really cool, and I told him, sure, I'll check it out. So 56 mil top to bottom, which is probably going to be about the size of these, right? This, yeah, something like so, something like so, yeah. Just when I do that, and they give you into 6 months anyway. Yeah, true that. True that. Okay, so then these risers go like the show, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Not with that size. Yes, with that size. Oh, I love wrestling with T-nuts. My favorite thing in the world. Oh, and that's why. All over the floor. That's wonderful. That one worked. Oh, where did it go? Hello? 1, I'll find that later. I'd use the magnet, but they're stainless. Are they actually stainless? They are actually stainless, so you didn't even use the magnet. One washer down. So put this through like a Dassault. Can you see that? Not really. Let's see if we can get you a bit better angle here. Something like so. Might not have my arms in the way as much. Maybe? I don't know. We'll try. Did it turn? Nope. Why do they never turn? Why do they never turn for me? Why? Why do T-nuts suck so much for me? They just grip every time and don't turn. Why? Turn. If we try the old slide it in from the end trick, then they inevitably just spin around and do dumb stuff. I hate this. This is about how much fun I had with the bottom frame initially. Alright, there, that finally set into position. They've got to turn 90 degrees, and if they don't turn the full 90, they don't have full purchase on everything, which is no bueno. Yeah, I find paper directions kind of poor too. Oh God. Don't even, yes, when I go to bed, this freaking things are going to be in my, last night it was, this thing was in my head, but the truth came to me about that, about the trouble with the slippy slide. So that, it was definitely in my head. So clearly these fit through the damn hole, because they're falling out. Yeah, they do. Alright. Let's, so we need this one. Yes, I will see these things in my nightmares for a very long time. Freaking hate them. Like, I can't think of a better way to do this, that's for sure, but it's just me. I just have no luck. Okay, that one worked perfectly. It turned right into place, no problem. Happy, happy, joy, joy. What's our angle? Is that the best angle I can get? Yeah, probably. Probably about the best I can do. Alright, now this one is going to be a fight. Again. This one I can't even see. Neither can you. Maybe it'd be easier to do this another way. And then once it gets too far that it can't spin, then it's never gonna spin. So you have to catch it at that point and realize, oh, I'm too far, it's not gonna rotate. Yeah. Hold your tongue just right. I used to sometimes been able to stick things in there and get it to spin on its own, but alright. We'll walk away from that one. We'll go do a different one. Let's go do a different one. See if we can slide it in from the end in position. No. No. Nope. Didn't work that way. Good try though. Good try though. Good try. Okay, maybe we'll go fast and it'll go sideways. Oh, it did. Held my tongue just right that time. It did. Perfect. In position. Alright, what would be easier to put this on this one first? This doesn't matter. About the same either way, you're wrestling one upside down no matter what. Turn, 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 turned. Perfect. Went perfect. 90 degrees. Did just what it was supposed to. What did I do different other than nothing? Yeah, oh yeah, and on your comment on the paper directions. I find them, some paper directions bad, but honestly, these ones are actually beautiful, other than they glossed over and have things out of order, but the directions, like there is no directions. It's not complicated. It's a picture with dimensions. And not the stupid, hey, use fastener J. I fucking hate that. I don't want to use fastener J. I want to know M5 by 10. That's perfect. That's awesome. But yeah, all the other crap that says, oh, go see package J1, and you go to that stupid blister pack and find whatever they decided J1 was. This is totally stupid. So some directions I find really poor. These ones are absolutely bangers. These are fine. The only thing is my incompetence with T-slot nuts. This is an aluminum extrusion. It's just my own incompetence, apparently. This is not a difficult piece of equipment. And I just, for some reason, it's difficult trying to stream it because I'm trying to keep it on camera too. Like normally I would flip this over every time and have gravity holding it like this, but doing that is hard. So I try and do as much as I can flat on the bench, which just screws me. Hopefully that isn't banging the microphone too much. I can't move. It turned 90 degrees. I don't want to touch it. Alright, now we'll move away. Sorry, I was banging the mic if it was making noise. Just a little not square at the top. We need it. There. Done. Ha! We win! All that. God, I suck. Alright. I think it said 56 mil between them. Let's worry about that after. Let's get the extrusion into place. Let's try this one now. Move you back a little bit, maybe? There. Do you have a 3018 kit, Gareth? Like, if I wasn't doing this on camera, I think this would be absolutely fine. It's just, I really suck with these T-nuts. The rest is easy, and it was kind of fun getting all the alignment right on the rest of that. Like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. And I like it at the end when I know I built something. Usually that means it's built well, in my opinion. I could be crazy. Who knows? Does a crazy person even know they're crazy? And see, that drew all the way up without turning sideways. So here we go again. Loosen, loosen, loosen. Turn. Turn, turn, turn. Yeah, I guess this wouldn't be very inspiring. All the other assembly videos are like 3 minutes long, no problem. Just zoom, zoom, zoom together. Here's Eric that's gonna take 16 hours of streaming. Oh well, whatever. This is my vacation. This is my relax time. Even though it doesn't feel like it at the moment. Come on! What's binding that it won't turn? Alright. Down through. Just go, okay? Just go. Just go in there. Please. Please and thanks. This is a comedy of errors. Are we even on camera? Yeah, mostly. Turn. Turn. Everybody at home, tell it, turn 90 degrees. Turn 90 degrees. Turn 90 degrees. I think it did. Did it listen? It did! Woo! Whoever screamed at their screen the loudest, you did it. You did it. Thank you. You made it so. Just double check, make sure. Yes, we're still putting it together right. Oh, what a joke, eh? So you're the same as me. Too many hobbies. And that's where this one sat, was right down to my left. Down here for a year. Oh well. Come on, turn. Turn. It's mostly turned. Could be just a... Alright. Okay, what do we say? 56 mil? We can probably adjust that later. So 56 mil is just squished together. Actually, you can't even get it to 56. All the way. Hold on. Maybe they're too tight. Do not fall sideways. I think 56 is going to be right flush. The bottom one was right flush. 55.9. Yeah, that's flush, and they're still about a half a mil to spare, so close enough. That's as good as we get without taking material off. The bottom was fine. Turned out the dimension wasn't critical anyway, and I don't think this one will be either, to be honest. I don't see why it would be, because we have our pillow block for the smooth rod. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, truth be told, it's a good little exercise for streaming, right? Like, projects like this I can fit on camera and have them in here at the bench. The mini lathe that I got out in the garage, I can't stream anything with that. I could stream in the garage, but it's too big to fit on camera unless I have a wide angle lens or go way back, and none of my like webcams can't go way back with any detail, and my Canon 70D is no good. I don't have any way to live stream with that out there, so projects like this are nice and small and easy. I can hang out with you guys and stream. What time is it? 4 o'clock. I got about half an hour I can still play. And rest, yes. Aerobics for fingers, you got it. You got it 110%. If there was such a thing as 110%, which there's not. Okay. Okay. This one. These nuts go in this hole. We turn it upside downy and use gravity again. Maybe if everybody screams at their screen just right, it'll turn 90 degrees. Turn, turn, turn. Turned! Yay! It worked. I knew you guys could do it. Why does this thing feel not square though? Why does? Because it's not. Ah, there. Because it wasn't square. I could feel it. These things can sort of wiggle around in the channel a fair bit. There, that actually wasn't square. These were binding, not square at all. It's better now. Could feel the run out from here to here. Yeah, it's fine now. Okay, upside down, use gravity. Everybody scream at the screen. Oh, sorry, headphone users. Try not to bash the microphone. Okay, turn, 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 turn. Hey, it worked. What do you know? Combination of screaming at it, talking nice to it, and a little bit of gravity by turning it on its end. There it is, down in there. Can you see it? Yeah, there. You can see when they're perfectly perpendicular to the channel. That's a good day. We win. Ooh, new O-scope. What'd you get? What did you get? I like scopes. I only have my old girl. It's ancient, but it still does the job. Its plastic's even kind of yellow on it. Not happy about that. Been watching for a DS24 someday. Not very often that I need more than 2 channels, but it'd be nice. Yeah, congratulations on your new scope. That's fun. It's like the coolest piece of equipment in a shop. Oh! You guys didn't scream at your screen, or I didn't talk mean enough. It didn't turn. Okay, turn, turn, turn. Hey, it worked. Seems like I got 50-50 odds. Whether they go sometimes and sometimes they don't. I still gotta cook dinner tonight too, and I don't know what to make. I think I'm gonna just get pizza. I haven't gotten pizza in a long time. That'd be nice. Oh, that one turned. Look at that. Maybe the trick is doing them vertical. That one went way easier. I watched it, just spun right into position. Boom, done. Alright, let's see. How does this feel? Not that my bench is square. Derp. No bueno. Where is... I used to have a plate of glass in here. What did I do with it? Crumbs. Don't know where it went. Must have taken it. Oh, I see some. I don't think it's big enough. I can't reach it. Oh, crumbs. You have kind of straight edge. I think the desk is actually pretty square. Sigilant 10.1. Nice. Whoa, that's awesome. Congratulations. I don't know that model, but I'm sure I'll check it out later on. I bet you it's awesome. That'd be... New scope is fun. Which one is doing this? Oh, you can't see. There. Which one's what's torquing things here? Well, that worked. Whatever it was, I felt it come into line. That was a lot closer. But now this moved. Did I pull that off? That must have been what was torquing it. Definitely wasn't square, that's for darn sure. It's that's torquing it. Well, it's fine. Something was. There's little nubbins on the die cast brackets, and I think one of them was just riding up on the channel just a little bit. God, I hope these things didn't turn sideways again. If you go too loose, then they flop back around and then they don't grip again. We're back in the same boat where we gotta yell at them. That one. Can tell by how many threads, because you can't see this one anymore by looking up in there because this one's blocking it. So you gotta be kind of careful when you're re-loosen things. You don't go too far. Alright, let's see. Before we go any tighter. That's better. Good. That's more gooder. She's a lot closer to square than it was. And we'll square it up as a machine, as a whole when we're done. Make sure everything is true to everything else, because we may have to make certain things not so square to become square as a whole. We're going to build some of the interior walls crooked to have the outside of the house plumb. Okay. Phew, that's a lot of pizza joints. I didn't think that your town had that many. That's crazy. Craziness. We do not have that many here. In fact, we have two still? New Orleans and three. Yeah, because there's Domino's. New Orleans, Domino's, and then the other one, Little Caesars. Pizza Hut went bust because I don't know why. It made no sense why a town my size, over 10,000, couldn't support that, but they didn't. Okay, there. Done that. Bracket, bracket. Bracket onto there, bracket onto there. It actually looks like it's time. Is there anything else we want to do? Should we? We could assemble more onto the gantry while it's more mobile here, but I say we just follow the directions. Single bracket to the back, washers, nuts, then this one, these are these short ones with no washers and just T-slot nuts going up. So not much to it now. She's gonna come together as a two pieces will become one. That's cool. We want it backside facing us so we can see what's up. This is cool. This is starting to look like something now. And try not to get my arms in the way too much, but there we go. Oh, that looks like something. That looks like something like it's supposed to be. I likey. Now we gotta wrestle with T-nuts, brackets, on a big unruly thing that we can't move anymore. That's okay. Yeah, that sucks. No, maybe everybody's eating pizza for COVID times. Not me. We had a little bit of pizza during COVID here, but not much. I don't. My wife and I used to go out. We used to always, like, geez, we went out a lot. Now I don't miss it because everything is weird now, and she's immunocompromised, so we can't go out if we wanted to. And I kind of like that we save a significant amount of money, because honestly, we have to spend it elsewhere. The dog's health has been not great, so he's a lot of he's a good bit of monies to keep him alive. He's 13 and he's still kicking, so we don't have kids, so it's fine that we spend that. So it's nice that we don't go out anymore and spend it on something far more worthy than the local restaurants. Oh yeah, I did this right. Where's the measurement for this? You just line this up. You must just line it up with the existing cross shaft, I guess. Yeah, there's no measurement. Anywhere to show it? It looks like it's more or less aligned with the existing cross shaft. Yeah, that makes sense for strength, right? Alright. Let's slide this back. How's our angle? It's about as good as I can do, I'm afraid. Yeah. I'm afraid it's getting to the point where it's hard to... Well, I guess if I align it with this, that would make sense. Let's do that. Oh, dang nut. Turn sideways. Woohoo, it worked. Oh, this is weird, because now this can move in all sort of directions. Alright, let's get the other one in. Let's get the other one in. Yeah, frozen at the supermarket's a good idea. They used to, but now all the supermarkets, or at least Food Basics here where I shop, they only sell that Delicio brand. That's pretty much it. They gave up all the McCain ones, and the Delicio brand, I don't know why, it tastes like cinnamon to me. And I always really feel like crap after, and I'm like the least picky eater you have ever met. I can eat just about anything, and that stuff for the last decade, anytime I eat it, I feel like hell. So, too bad if they start stocking some other brands other than that Dr. Oetker shit. I guess my viewers across the pond probably don't know what. Maybe they do. The Delicio stuff is horrible. I don't know why. I don't know what it is what it tastes like even. I cook a lot, and the closest thing I can equate it to is cinnamon. Come on, turn. There. Ha! Gotta talk mean to it. Why do I have to mouth off at you? You're just like a turbine. You do the same thing with a freaking 60-ton bloody gearbox, trying to get it on the damn main shaft. You gotta squeal at it and yell at it and call it names, and then it just slides right on. Crazy. Was taking a rotor off, a turbine one day. Actually, my guys were that I was supervising at that time. I was on another site that wasn't my own site. We were taking the entire rotor, which is the entire nose cone and 3-blade assembly, off on an 82 meter turbine. This particular turbine, it weighs 110,000 pounds. And I get the call and they said, we've got 120,000 pounds on it and it's not budging. And I'm like, stop that. And I could hear in the background over the radio the crane operator talking to my guys saying, this isn't a tow truck. And I'm like, yeah, no kidding. So I get out there and it was proper wedged. It did not want to come off the main shaft flange, and they had gone up to ridiculously high weight, like I said, and it had gone down in weight, which is like, both are no-nos. You can't do that. You can't mess around when you got that much weight and mass. And so I get there and like, well, did you try hitting it and yelling at it? And everybody kind of laughed, and like, no, seriously, let's put a rotor bolt through the flange and hit it. And put one of the rotor bolts through the flange where we could get at it with a sledge from the inside of the nacelle. And I said, make sure you swear real good. And I told him to get the 110,000 pounds on the crane. We got it just where it should have been floating, and we hit it. Like, it's hard to gauge things, right? And the crane is often not the right weight. And figured we were correct. And got the big burly Dutchman to haul off and drive it, and we hurled profanities at it, and that sucker come big as bang and popped out and come flying out because he clearly had siloed on it, and then come back and hit the front of the turbine with a big thud and scared the living hell out of all of us. We figured we were all coming to the ground. And I said, well, my job here is done. I just come to do the swearing and leave. And I climbed down. Down they sent it. Just had to swear at it just right. Turned out there was a piece of something that when they assembled the turbine many years before, the installer crew had clamped a freaking piece of wire lug or whatever in the flange, and it was basically friction welded together at that stage. When you torque things at that torque with that much weight, those bigger components, it was unidentifiable, other than it was just like a big gob of metal that had welded them together. But it was a miracle that we got it off of there. We just picked the right spot to hit it, and it just had the right amount of tension, and the crane was at the right weight, and all the stars aligned, and I swore the right profanities. That was the key. Right profanities. Oh, Andy, you got Dr. Otker there. All right, on. Yeah. I know where you are, Garth. Or maybe you were talking to Andy. Sorry. Oh, right on. Yeah. Garth is very close to my location. Just up the road. Am I still on camera? Yep. Alright, no need to swear. As far as I can tell. The hell? Sounds like somebody's in my house. Sounds like somebody just stepped in my kitchen. Hope not. There's nobody here but me. Look at that. Look at that, guys. What do you think? I done good? I do the goods? Oh no, I didn't do goods there. I got a lumpy bump. Oh. Boo. It's not square. Drive me nuts. I'll run the risk of it not being. Whatever. To hell with it. Needs to come apart. Needs to come down. I did do good for a minute. It must have slid when I was tweaking it to make it square. Come on. Why is that one so high up in there? There we go. Gooder. Gooder. Watch the thing be completely cattywampus and just a circle is like a complete oval. That'd be funny. That would be my luck, but whatever. It's all part of the adventure, right? All part of the adventure. All right. Holy smokes, that resembles a CNC machine. Like, that looks like the real deal. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Other than I should have put that the other way around because there's a big scratch on it. But whatever, something, the gantry will probably hide that. Oh yeah, our town names. Yeah, that's, yeah. As Garth says, every town around here is right out of the UK. There's a whole bunch of German town names, a whole bunch of UK town names. It's quite funny. Oh, right on. Okay, next. 10 is it? Have I got time? 4:30. I don't really have time. I should shut it down right now. But we can at least preview what we're going to do next. It's fourth. Yeah, I should go deal with supper. We can see what we're going to do next. This will be a good break point. We'll start this up again tomorrow. I'm going to try and stream every day this week. I'm on holidays. Why not? I get to hang out with you guys and have fun. And I can go on wide camera and say hi and actually see you. And you can actually see me. I'm super tickled with that. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah, it looks like the real deal. Okay, so we've got a Z-axis thingy-mabobber. Probably also known as a gantry or something. Or I guess this would be the gantry. Anyway, that big lump that comes pre-assembled, which is pretty cool. I see a lot of people have problems with these bearings coming out of position. I hope that's not the case with mine, but these ones have got a little bit more oil in them, but we'll grease those up with SKF like I did before. And then we've got an anti-backlash nut, smooth rod, some pillow block thingy holder mounts for the smooth rods, and then we just stick the whole thing on there. And then one end for our threaded rod. That looks like that's going to go together and pretty quickly, as long as the rest is square. But I'll stop and think on this and see if there's any more I should be maybe checking that I can think of. There's a lot of grease coming out of that. And we'll go from there. We'll pick this up again tomorrow. How about that, guys? Appreciate all the help. Appreciate the support. Thank you very much for all of your support, monetary, chat, and otherwise. Thanks for commenting on videos. I don't get any comments on videos hardly anymore, so I appreciate it when you guys have something to say. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, right on. That's fun. I'm happy. This is cool. We did something. This is productive. I feel like I actually bloody did something. I hope I don't have to take it all apart because I screwed it all up. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.